Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully everyone is having a great day and staying fried. I know I am. And if y'all haven't seen, we've been live on Twitch all the time. Go check that out. But with all that being said, let's just hop right into today's video. So, as y'all can tell, this video takes place on New Year's Eve. And this New Year's Eve was on a Sunday. So, I just woke up on this Sunday. I woke up, I texted the homies, I asked what the move was, right? And the move at first, everyone was like, man, maybe we can try to find a party. Maybe we can find, something like this. And there were no parties. Like, there were no parties that we really wanted to go to. Every party was, like, in the big city, and that was, like, an hour away. So, eventually, we all just decided to stay at my house, right? Just stay at my house for the night. So, after chatting up with the group, deciding to stay at my crib, I had a couple hours until then. So I decided to go get some drinks, go get some snacks and everything for the little New Year's Eve party we're gonna have. So I get some chips, I get some Powerades, I get some Coke. I opened up a brand new pen. I was chiefing, dude. I was so fried that day, right? And so, a couple hours goes by. And at this point, it has gone from like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now it is like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm now with my girl at this point because my girl was supposed to come too for this little New Year's Eve party. So I'm with my girl, and it's like 6 o'clock at this point, and I text the homies. I'm like, homies, pop out. Everyone pop out. So everyone sees that in the group chat, and they all decide to pop out, obviously. So they all drive over to the crib. Everyone gets there. We're all chilling, right? Everyone kind of gets there at the same time. My homies are real good about that and getting there at the same time. But everybody gets there at the same time. We all kind of get there, and we're all dabbing each other up, right? We're all asking each other how the week's been, if we're ready for some New Year's Eve, dude. We had a whole lot of guests, bro. We had, I'm not even gonna say names. We just had the homies, right? That boy Sibo, that boy Queso, and that boy Lando. That's who we're gonna say, right? So, that boy Queso and Lando ended up bringing, I think some Buzz Balls and some Tito's, and they also ended up bringing some fireworks. And then bringing some fireworks was pretty gas, you'll see. So, after learning that they brought some Buzzball and some Tito's and that they brought some fireworks, we also just start getting a little hype. And we start freaking out for a little bit. And after a little freak out geek session, we go inside, we calm down, take some blinks, take the edge off, and we start talking about the year, right? We just start talking about how the year's been, how everybody's been doing, what you've been doing, and all that good shit, right? So, after taking blinks and after talking a little bit, this boy Sibo just starts saying, shots, 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 shots. So what I end up doing is I go and I grab the bottle out of the freezer, and we end up pouring up, right? We're pouring up. I brought some Patron. We get Lando and Tito's and Buzzball. Sorry, I'm really fried right now. And we start pouring up these shots, man. And we are just big chiefing, right? And we're down on them tonight. And we also got the little concert on because I think Post Malone was playing during the New Year's concert. So we decided to put the little postie on the TV while we were taking shots, man. Man, we were going crazy, right? And after a couple hours of just partying and just, chiefing, watching the concert and drinking, we're all pretty drunk at this point. And it's probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock, right? Probably about a good hour before the ball drops. So, with this hour that we have to wait until the ball drops, because we all wanted to see the ball drop, right? You got to see the ball drop. Our drunk asses remember that we have fireworks. We have Roman candles, 2 mortars, and the one big old ones, right? So, we gather up all these fireworks, we all go outside, and at first we shoot the regular ones, right? We shoot the mortars. Those are gas. We were throwing them up in the air. We were throwing them everywhere, right? So we used some mortars, not all of them. We used some mortars. I think we saved one. We saved one. You'll see where that one went here in a second. So we saved one mortar, right? And we go onto the big, how they put those big boxes of fireworks? That's what we were on. So we get the big box of fireworks that we got. It was like TNT pack, whatever you want to call it. And we light that hoe. And man, it gives us a great show. We're all filming it. We're all having a great time. And after 2-3 minutes of this firework box going off, I look over to my left and I just see Queso letting off shots of the Roman candles. So next thing I know, 2 seconds later, it's a full-on war with Roman candles with everybody. So Roman candles are flying everywhere, bro. We're over here running laps around my yard, bro. We're over here shooting each other like we're over here sliming motherfuckers, right? So after about 15 Roman candles later, we're all finally done, right? And we think we're out. We're like, okay, let's go back inside, right? So we're on the way back inside, and this man Sibo just straight up dips inside. This man just dips inside, and we didn't even notice. We didn't even notice this man dips inside. So this man dips inside, and we're all still outside because this man Queso had found the freaking mortar. He found the last mortar that we forgot about. So he gives it to me, and he's like, Too Fried, throw the mortar. I'm like, all right, bet. So I light it, right? I light it. I throw that hoe, and I throw it, and it hits, and it goes off next to like a tree line. And I didn't think much of it because after it went off, we didn't see anything. So we're like, oh, mortar. And then we went back inside for like 10 minutes. And this man Sibo was slumped, man. I'm talking, he was slumped. He was done for, right? So we come in, we're like, yada, yada. We're like, oh, this man Sibo, he's slumped. Of course he is, of course. And then about 5 minutes of chilling, my girl looks out the window, and then she looks at us and she goes, guys, there's a tree on fire. So turns out we ended up catching a tree on fire with our mortar, or well, I did, allegedly. So after figuring this out, we are scrambling outside, bro. We're scrambling outside. We get outside, bro. We're trying to stomp it out, and nothing is working, bro. Like, we're even getting trash cans and wet rags and water pitchers and just anything you can think of that will hold water. We were pouring on it, dude. It took so, and this was a big tree too. This is a big old tree. I'm talking massive. Like, this thing was having branches fall, bro. It fell over on the ground. It broke a little fence, and it was still on fire, dude. Like, we could not get that fire out for the life of us. I had to stand there for like 20 minutes just trying to suffocate it with the wet towel. Like, it was just not, it just wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? So after about 30 minutes of trying to get this fire out, my boy Queso and Lando finally get the bright idea to go get a full-on trash can and fill it all the way up to the brim and come and pour it over on the tree, which it worked, but it took them like 20 minutes to get it, bro. Because apparently they were so drunk, they kept spilling it. They'd get it completely full and spill it all over each other. And then get it completely full and spill that shit all over each other. And it was just like, bro, what are y'all doing, bro? So I stood there for 30 minutes because these motherfuckers couldn't stop spilling water on their drunk asses, right? So we're sitting there with this tree, and we finally get this tree out, dude. We finally get this fire out. And we're definitely on someone else's property at this point. We've done broke their fence, but we ain't saying shit, right? So after we get this tree out, we go back inside, and we wake this man Sibo up, and we're like, dude, we just lit a whole tree on fire. What are you doing, dude? You were just slumped, and we done put out a whole entire fire. The tree line was about to catch on fire. Like, dude, what are you missing out on? And Sibo's response was just, but, we got the fire out. We got inside, and we were like, Sibo, you missed out, gang. We were just drunk as hell putting out a fire. We were playing the 911 emergency calls, and he was like, damn. No, he wasn't like, damn. He was like, yeah. And all drunk and shit. And after that, I think we took some more shots. I think I might have threw up a little bit because I did eat a lot. And then we waited for the ball to drop, dude. And I don't really remember much about the ball dropping. I just remember being so messed up, dude. Like, when that ball dropped, we started screaming like crazy. We were like, oh, Happy New Year! And I was like, shit's not gonna change! And we all just kind of accepted that. But other than that, it was a really great time, bro. We got super messed up. And, like, it was just a wonderful time. Like, no one could tell us any different, man. We lit a tree on fire. We played emergency services, and we got it all mixed up. You know what I'm saying? And we saved some wildlife. We saved the wildlifington, you know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, boys, hopefully everybody enjoyed this story time and enjoyed this video. Sorry I got right into it at first. I didn't really know how to start the story off. It was in a weird time, but we got right into it and we got it kicked off. So, hopefully everyone has a great night. Stay fried, and I will see y'all next time. See ya.